Hello, welcome to the Ask Phyllis show on the Public Service Channel, Channel 30. The telephone number is 315-388-2573. We have callers calling in about cooking, crafting, knitting, crocheting, anything that you'd like to discuss. It's August 23rd, and thank God, school's going to be starting. In some places it starts this week, in some places it starts next week. And I bet you bottom dollar you parents out there are hoping and praying it would start tomorrow morning. And I don't blame you. When you have kids, you want to get rid of them as soon as possible. Now today, we're sitting here, and it's nice out. A little cloudy from time to time, but it's warm and humid, and we're enjoying this weather because unfortunately it's going to come to an end. I think a little sooner than we hope. I'd like it to go on at least until January or February. God, are you hearing me? I'd like it to stay nice and warm. I don't like the winters. And speaking of winter, it's going to be time for school starting, and the kids are going to be needing to get their school supplies, new clothes, and thank God for teachers. Hopefully they'll keep them a little longer. I was hoping and praying that the state would pass the law to make them go to school 7 days a week, but unfortunately, they're only going to go 5. So, I'm waiting to hear. Anybody got any questions, or maybe they'd like, they have some comments that they would like to make? The lines are open. The number is 315-388-2573. This time of the year, people are... Oh, we got a caller. Hello, this is Phyllis. Who am I speaking to?
This is Claudia.
Hello, Claudia. How can I help you?
Well, I just picked some apples off my apple tree, and I was wondering if you knew how to make an apple pie.
I sure do. You peel the apple.
Well, before I go on, I don't like the double crust. I like the apple pie to have, it's the French crumbly apple pie.
Yes, that's the one where you don't put a pie crust on top. You make a special kind of mixture of flour, butter, cinnamon, and sugar.
That's my favorite. My mother-in-law made a one that had a double crust on it, and after I told her I wanted the French, and my mother-in-law does not listen very well, so I just, you just peel the apples and that's it, huh?
No, you peel the apples. You have to cut them in small slices, core them, and get all that junk that's in the center out. Then after slicing them, you pour sugar. I used, approximately half a cup of sugar. A good tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Mix it all in. Then I put it in my pie crust. Put it in the oven at 350 degrees. But you have to make your crumbly topping. So like I said, you take butter, sugar, and flour, and you mix it, but you don't make it, you don't want it to make
it dry.
Yes. And you kind of sprinkle it over the top, and make sure you put some cinnamon in that too.
Do you like it that way? Is that how you make it for your family?
Well, it depends. I thought when my daughter-in-law asked me to make an apple pie, I thought she wanted the kind that had the double crust on it.
Oh, yeah, probably not. If she's anything like me, that's, yeah.
I prefer the one that only has the one crust.
Huh?
I
What was that?
I prefer the kind that only has the bottom crust.
Me too. Well, if that's the case, why'd you put another one on top?
Because, like I said, I misunderstood. I thought she wanted a regular baked apple pie with a double pie crust.
Oh, well, I hope my mother-in-law is listening to this so she knows.
Oh, I hope so too. I made up my mind that from now on, if my daughter-in-law wants an apple pie, she can make it herself.
Nah, she's probably like me, doesn't want to bake it.
Well, then I guess she won't get any. What's that?
It's so much better to have somebody else do it.
Oh, I know, but it depends. If she's getting up there in age.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to go pick some apples off my tree.
Good. Have a good day and enjoy your pie.
Bye.
Bye. I must say, apple pies are nice and tasty this time of the year. And I did make the apple pie, and it was a pinch on the tart side, but it was not too bad. Made them from the apples that had fallen off my son's tree. And like I said, it wasn't that bad, but I prefer the kind of crust that she was talking about, the crumbly type on top, not the pie crust, the bottom, like that you have on the bottom. So now I'd like to read. I got a letter, and it's time for Fan of the Day segment. And this is the segment where I read one fan letter that was sent to me, and I'd like to read it. Let's see. And then we show 4 people who sent in their photos for events like birthdays, anniversary, reunions, pretty much any special event. This first part of the segment is the fan letter, and then I'm going to read it now. This letter says, Dear Phyllis, a long time ago, somebody said that I'll never be good at cooking and making crafts, and that I'll be unsuccessful at all of my hobbies. For the longest time, I actually thought that was true, and I believed that I would be like that forever. I thought I was a pure failure. One day I was looking through the internet, and I happened to see your show. At first thought that the show was not going to help me at all, but I was wrong. Not only did you help me with the whole way, you are a role model to me. You helped guide me through what I needed to do with my hobbies, and you helped me understand it completely. You are my guiding light, and I'm glad that you are on this earth to help people. Thank you, Phyllis. Gina Brown. Well, thank you, Gina. That was very nice of you to send me that letter. And now it's time for the photo part of the segment. Our first photo was sent in by Eric, who's turning 20. He's a big fan of Pokemon, and he's also having a big Pokemon birthday party with his friends and family in large banquet hall. So happy birthday, Eric. I hope you have a great time. Our next picture was sent in by Jordan, who's 4 years old, and his first day of school was Monday, August 17th. He's going to pre-K at Easterling Primary School in Marion, South Carolina. Here is a picture on the first day of school in front of his house. I hope you had a great time, Jordan, and I hope you enjoyed yourself too. The next picture was sent by Jody, who's turning 28. Happy birthday, Jody. Our final picture was sent in by Tanner, who is turning 5. I hope you have a fun time ahead of you. Happy birthday, Tanner. And that was today's Fan of the Day segment. Oh, we got a caller. Hello, this is Phyllis. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, Phyllis, it's Rachel. are you?
Oh, I'm good, Rachel. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well, very well. I'm enjoying just a beautiful day. How has your week been?
Oh, quiet. Very quiet.
Are you looking forward to the fall coming?
No, because from the fall comes winter. I prefer
Amen.
summer.
Amen. I'm not looking forward to the winter. I just get a little bit teary-eyed every time I think about the weather getting cold. I like the warm.
No, I do too.
Although, some of the fall activities are a little special. And I like Christmas and all for the winter, but other than that, I wouldn't mind, maybe 3 days of chilly weather, one for Halloween, one for Thanksgiving, and then maybe a day of snow for Christmas. That's it. That would be my preference.
Well, I'm glad you like that. I'd have all of them in the summer where it'd be nice and warm. No snowfall.
Well, I can understand. So how is your show going so far? I get the biggest chuckle out of them pictures that you have on there all the time. Every show you have, I just wonder about them people. But, God loves us all.
Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoy them. Some of them are really nice. Did you hear the fan of the day letter? I thought that was really, really nice of that Gina.
Yes, I thought that was very special. It did warm my heart. It did. So how long is your show on today?
Until 4:30.
Okay. Maybe one of these weeks you can maybe, do a show and tell, or you bring something on and you can show us how you do it. Something simple. But maybe not. That's just my suggestion.
Well, maybe I can. I'll think on that one. But thank you.
All right, Phyllis. Well, I won't keep you. I just wanted to say I hope the remainder of your day and the following weeks are just wonderful. And I'm going to be trying a couple new recipes this week. And if they turn out, I'll tell you about them.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. And thank you for the show that I just enjoy. And I will speak to you your next show.
All right. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
That was nice of Rachel to call. Oh.
No, there's no going
Hello, this is Phyllis. How may I help you?
Yes, hi Phyllis. This is Mohammed, Abdullah Mohammed. How are you today?
I'm fine. How about you?
I cannot complain.
Oh, well, that's good.
Okay, well, let me just tell you a little bit. I'm very happy that you give advice about cooking and cleaning. But maybe you can help me with something.
How's that?
I want to know how come you are not home ironing shirts?
I don't iron anymore. Nowadays they make clothes that you don't have to iron.
Okay, you have no floors to scrub or mop?
Oh, I do that during the week.
Okay, you have no husband to please?
No husband.
Okay, well, alright, well, you see there's a trend here that I'm talking about. Basically what I'm saying is, how come you are on the interweb and you are, talking to people, and how come you are not being woman?
Well, because I enjoy doing this kind of thing.
Women be home, and they scrub floors, and they cook, and they clean, and they take care of their husbands and their children, and if they don't have any children and husbands, then they can go knock on a door and help a neighbor's children, or please somebody else's husband.
No, I raised my children already. Now I enjoy my grandchildren who are getting older.
Okay, well, like I said, at least if you talk about cooking and cleaning, but you should be home ironing shirts. So, assalamu alaikum.
Okay, goodbye. I missed a phone call. There was a phone call that came in, and I guess I missed it. I'm sorry.
That's good.
If whoever it was that was calling from Elmont, New York, if they'd like to call in, I'm now available. That was the fan of the day segment. And to be a fan of the day, go to our website at askphyllis.weebly.com and click on fan of the day. All of the information is right there. Thank you. Hello, this is Phyllis. Who am I speaking to?
This is Berta.
Hello, Berta. How can I help you?
Well, I want to know, it's not about cooking or cleaning. I want to know how it is to find a man.
Well,
What do you know about dating?
I don't know much about dating. I don't go out looking for dates. I'm sorry. I can give you advice on cooking and knitting and sewing and crocheting, but as far as finding a man, I'm not the person to ask.
Well, at one time you must have dated or done something because you talk about your grandkids and your kids.
Yeah, well, that was an arranged date.
Okay, so how do I get one of those?
Well, you ask a friend if they have any friends that they can find a date for you.
Oh, because I'm a loving woman.
Well,
I have a lot to offer.
Well, I'm glad. So ask one of your friends if they have any friends that are available, and could they set you up on a date?
I don't know if I'd have any friends. My friends are kind of, tough women. I need a sensitive man.
Well, I can't help you there. I don't know any sensitive men.
Oh, well, if you come across any, you can tell them Berta from New York is looking for a nice, sensitive man.
Okay.
I can bring home to my parents.
All right, I'll remember that.
Okay, I'll be listening to your show.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. Well, I guess she's looking for a man, and I can't help too much as far as that's concerned. I really don't know much about dating. I haven't done that in so many years, and to be honest with you, I don't even care to date. Those days are all done and over with. I don't have to please anybody but me, myself, and I. So, is there anyone out there that has any recipes that they'd like to call in and share with me? If you have any, I'd like to hear from you. I'm looking for some new recipes to make some new desserts, hopefully. Low in calories, though. They got to be low in calories and low in trans fats. Putting on the weight doesn't help any here. So I'm looking for anybody that would like to give me a call and give me a recipe for something that's not fattening. Well, I guess nobody has any. Hello, this is Phyllis. Who am I speaking to?
Yes, hello. This is the Washington, D.C. Dream Date Company.
Yeah?
I'm wondering, we'd like to give you... What is that?
What? Who are you calling?
You. Is this Phyllis Farrow of Ask Phyllis?
Yeah?
Well, we'd like to know the following questions. Number one, person or somebody running for president or a president in the past, no matter what time there was, who would you go on a date with? A. Donald Trump. B. Al Gore. C. George Washington. D. Tinky Winky.
None of the above.
Gotta have one answer.
Well then, Tinky Winky, whoever that is.
Are you sure? Do you have a guy who looks interesting?
No, not at all.
Really? Well, okay then. Thank you so much for calling. Would you like to have a prize?
No, thank you. Goodbye. I don't know who that was. I don't know who Tinky Winky is. But, I wouldn't want to date any of them. They all sound like a bunch of jerks. Especially that Donald Trump. The guy with the flat hair. He looks like I don't know what. I don't know what women would see in that man except maybe dollar signs. And I'm not looking for anybody with dollars. At least not anybody to look like him. So I'm still looking to see if maybe that caller from Elmont, New York. I'm sorry I missed that call. Hello, this is Phyllis. Who am I speaking to?
Yeah, hi, Phyllis. This is Richie from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing swell.
Do you have any recipes for me?
Well, not exactly. I mean, I got a recipe, but I'm not going to share it with you because, that's my recipe. And I wanted to call and just actually maybe hear some of your recipes because, I just got back from a wonderful event. It was, have you ever been to the Lofathon? It's an annual event. I just got back from Lofathon 2015, where I came in first runner-up.
I have no idea what a Lofathon is.
I didn't say Lofathon. I said a Lofathon.
Well, whatever that is, I never heard of that.
It's a meat Lofathon.
Oh, well, I never heard of it before.
People from all over the world get together down at the Jacob Javits Convention Center, and they all bring their prize meatloafs.
Oh, prize meatloaf, huh?
Yeah, so you can imagine how exciting that is that I came in first runner-up at this year's Lofathon.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad.
So I'm calling to find out, some of your loaf stories, and, give me a little bit of, how you do your meatloafs.
Oh, well, I have a meatloaf that I make. I cut up peppers, green peppers and red peppers, and I throw in some chopped up onion, throw in some salt and pepper. I use some tomato sauce mixed in with it, and I put it in the oven with a little salt and pepper and let it bake for about 45 minutes, and then I take and pour beef gravy over the top of it and let it cook for another 15 minutes, take it out, and that's my meatloaf.
Yeah. Well, that sounds all well and good, but, my meatloaf kicks your meatloaf's ass. Just because I can hear your recipe and I know what's in it now, and if you had entered that meatloaf at the Lofathon, I don't think it would have been pretty.
Oh, okay.
I'd give you a little bit of advice, but I can't because if I told you what was in my meatloaf,
I know, you'd have to kill me.
You have world-class meatloaf. What's that?
I said, I thought maybe you were going to give me that world-class saying that if you gave me the information, you were going to have to kill me.
No, I wouldn't have to kill you. But if I gave you the secret over the airwaves, too many people would hear the secret. I'll tell you this. To make any meatloaf just a little bit better, there's one secret ingredient you can add, and it makes it takes a bland meatloaf and it makes it into a very moist meatloaf.
Oh yeah, what's that? Lord?
A lot of lard. Not just any lard. You gotta salt the lard.
Oh, well, I'm looking for
Salted lard.
I'm looking for recipes that are going to take away the calories. I don't want to add calories.
Oh, you gotta add the calories. The calories make the meatloaf.
Oh, well, I'm looking for food that doesn't put on the calories.
Okay. Well, listen. If you're ever in New York and you ever want to come down and check out the Lopathon next year, it comes out every year at the Jacob. Well, sometimes it's at the Jacob Javits, sometimes it's in other places around the world. But every year, July 16th.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Lopathon. Pass it on, huh?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Bye. Oh, I don't know. Well, it's 4:27, and I think it's time. Don't be doing anything.
You won't get just.
No, I'm going to be saying goodbye. I hope everybody has a good day, and maybe we'll see you in a little while. Bye.